Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Daily Dose of Awesome, hosted by Elite Marketing Pro. My name is Chef Katrina, and I'm super excited to be with you guys here today. I do acknowledge I'm a few minutes late jumping on. I was following up with one of you amazing peeps inside of our community, making sure you had everything you needed to be building forward. So, couple of things around today's Daily Dose of Awesome. I was talking with the team a little bit. It's like, hey, what's the biggest area that I see people struggling with? What's kind of holding people back? And I thought, it's been crazy. Just went through Hurricane Irma, fascinating little storm, by the way. And I got taught a few lessons by this hurricane. This hurricane was definitely an eye-opening trainer. I always look at me that you can be mentored by anybody anywhere in the world, and apparently you can be mentored by a hurricane. So, and what I mean by that is that I was listening to a call earlier today, and one of the comments that was made was that, hey, I want to be building my business online, but I don't want to connect to people. I don't want to call people up. I don't want to be hands-on with people. I don't want to do anything that has to do with people, and yet I want to build my business online. And I thought to myself, well, yeah, I remember having that same thought. I thought, man, I can just build it online. I don't have to talk to people. I don't have to connect people. They're just going to buy because they're going to buy, right? They're going to just want this because it's awesome and it's just awesome, right? This product is amazing. This company is amazing. And, people they're just going to see how awesome it is. I don't ever have to say anything to them. And, it got me thinking, it's like, how many of us think that we can just go online, and that people will just join, right? People will just buy because they see something, and, that happens, right? And it really doesn't. And here's kind of what a hurricane taught me. So during the preparation of this hurricane, a couple of things happened. So 2 days before the hurricane, many of you guys know, or maybe you were on there, but there was a fast track workshop that actually took place here in Orlando. We still hosted it. We were bound and determined that it was still going to take place. And we had a full group of people ready to come. And then, life happens as it does to many of us. Not everyone could make it. And we had a few brave souls absolutely take on the challenge of being there, right? So it's unpredictable. That's the crazy thing about this storm and everything that happened around this, is that it's unpredictable. I don't know when it's going to hit. I don't know where it's going to be. I don't know the impact it's going to have. I don't know if it's going to be a few days, few weeks. If there's anything that comes out of this, I don't know, right? It's such an unknown variable. And I could have let the fear of this storm possibly prevent me from doing anything, right? Because I could be so afraid that I wouldn't take any actions. I'd be so afraid that I could definitely, in my mind, create the worst case scenario, right? And pretend that that's what it was going to live into. And that happens, right? How many times have you and I, created the worst case scenario, right? We've done it probably online many times. Well, I don't want to be running an ad because I could get banned on Facebook. Oh, I don't want to post the wrong thing because I could get shut down. I don't want to talk to people because I could say the wrong thing, right? And we have so much of that going on in our head that actually prevents us from moving forward, right? There's this big fear. It's people are going to come and they're going to loot the area and everyone's going to go bad, and there's going to be, all sorts of crazy stuff around that. And that's our mentality a lot of times, is that we're so afraid of doing everything wrong that we sometimes forget to take the actions because we don't know, right? And I think that was one of the interesting things that came out of this weekend, was just all the horrible things that could have gone wrong. None of it did. Never lost power where our clients were for the fast track workshop. They always had food. They always had water. They were taken care of, right? There was nothing around them in that space except for their dedication to building their business, right? And sometimes I think we forget that. Sometimes I think we let the news color what we're going to be up to in our lives. We let our family influence the decisions that we're going to make. We let everything else dictate how and what's going to happen in our business, and instead of taking ownership of it, right? So a couple things that also happen during this storm is humanity, right? And so we tend to think that things bring out the worst in people. What I discovered around this storm is just how blessed and amazing people are, and how much good people really want to do in the world. So in terms of like building your business online, I discovered that you do have to connect with people. Every single one of you here, from Thomas to Layla to Jan to Trisha to Marilyn to Jen to, Scott Sakata, to everybody that's on here, you guys are people, right? You guys all have fears. You all have doubts. We all have things that prevent us from moving forward in our business. So again, I'm sitting at the hotel. I was definitely hanging out with some of our fast track clients, and we're sitting there chatting, and a gentleman walks into the building, right? And, he was definitely, things weren't going well for him. I know there's a hurricane coming up. People are starting to get displaced. We have a lot of evacuees coming up from the south into our area, because we're actually considered a safe zone up here. And what was interesting is that he was in a situation, right? He was definitely down on his luck. He's like, hey, I could use a little help. I'm trying to take care of some of my family, and I don't really know the whole situation. And I flat out asked him, what is it you need? Right? What is it you want? Why have you come and asked me a question? Like, I really want to know what exactly you need. He's like, I could use, a couple of bucks, $6 to $10. He was like, I want to put gas in my car, and that's where I'm at. I'm like, great, right? I don't know what's going to happen with this guy, right? It takes something from somebody to ask anybody for money, right? It takes something to, no matter where you're at, right? Whether good, bad, I don't know what's going to happen, right? But I just happened to have some cash on me, and I was like, I just said a simple request. I said, my request is that you pay it forward. I said, wherever you're at, whatever you're looking at, my request is that you take this money I'm about to give you, just pay it forward, right? And extremely grateful for this. Disappeared into the night, and I don't know what happened, right? And a couple of people around me looking at me going, well, that was different. And I said, I can't judge people. I don't know who is going to be the next big person out there. I don't know what's going to impact people's lives. Here in the community, I don't know which one of you is going to go out and change the world. I don't know. And to judge you and assess you based on your Facebook profile, or what you don't have on your page, or what you do have on your page, would just be ludicrous, right? Because I don't know who you are. I don't know your life experiences. I don't know what made you what you are today. Right. And I'm not going to discount a human being, somebody that's alive and breathing, and the potential they have, because we all have a hidden potential, right? And what you're possibly up to. So it was a really just something I just wanted to do. So I did it, right? Nothing wrong, nothing right about what I did. I don't know what happened, right? And so the next day, right, I'm at home. It's the day before the hurricane. I'm out around town. I'm discovering that all the stores are closing by 3:00. They want to make sure all the families are getting home. The stores, the owners, everybody's all concerned about getting people home, right? And what was crazy was that I was at the store, and I was like, I'm just going to buy a bottle of wine, right? I'm talking with a couple of people that are in the store with me, and we're all making sure we have what we need provision-wise to get through a couple of days if we lose power, lose water, whatever. Again, we don't know, right? We're planning for atrocity. But the funny thing is that we plan as if something bad is going to happen, but we don't plan as if something good is going to happen, right? So I bought this bottle of wine, and the guy in front of me who I was talking to actually put a $20 bill underneath my bottle and said, I want to buy you this bottle of wine. And I was like, are you kidding me, right? It's like the pay it forward kind of thing happens, right? And so we continue to move forward. So there was generosity that was gifted to me, right? And I wasn't expecting it. So again, I pay it forward to the guy behind me. And, because I recognized one thing about this hurricane is just how much people want to help each other, how much we have each other's back, right? For those like Corey, you're on here and you didn't make it, everything happens for a reason, right? It's your family is important, Everything that we do in our business is about taking care of our family. It's about taking care of the ones we love. And I would rather people spent the time they needed with their family to get what they needed to have that time than to focus so sorely on business that they forgot to open the blinds and look and meet their next door neighbor, right? I got to meet my neighbors for the first time, right? We were all in here together. We're supporting each other. We're helping each other out. So really what I learned about this hurricane is a couple things, right? Everything happens for a reason. We can either plan for the worst or we can plan for the best in our lives. We can talk about the vision of what pulls us forward, or we can talk about what holds us back, right? I truly believe you're exactly where you need to be at exactly the right time you need to be there, right? There is no getting to a workshop and missing it and that everything's destroyed. That's not the case. Maybe there's some extra planning that needs to take place. Maybe there's some extra work that needs to take place. Maybe there's a little bit more that you need to do before you get to that workshop, before you get to that event, right? We don't know, right? But everything that we do in life is about connecting with people, right? And so in this time that we have together now, after the storm, after everything that's been done, the one thing I learned is just how valuable you are, right? You are the most valuable but most valuable person, most valuable being in the world, right? You mean something to somebody. You're here because you're going to make a difference, right? Your impact is much greater than mine could ever be because there are more of you out there making a difference, right? Just go out there and make the changes, right? Go out there and interact with people. I would say the biggest lesson I learned from this hurricane was just that we need to connect more, right? If you're worried about making money, stop worrying about making money. Truly for me, I wasn't looking for someone to buy me a bottle of wine. I was looking to help a guy that was in need. But what happened is that universe, the world around me, pulled for me that somebody did something nice for me and I wasn't expecting it, right? It's the way that we give to people that comes back to us. When you're willing to share what you're learning with Elite Marketing Pro, when you're willing to share your downtime, your struggles, what's in your way, you're trying to get out of your way, all of that is what makes you such a powerful force in this training, right? And when you can look at what you're up to and say, this isn't about me. Yes, I need the money, right? Because that's usually where we come from when we start this. It's like, I need the money. And you remove yourself from the equation and you really start helping other people. It's people that have the money. It's people and their generosity, and they're willing to connect with you, that want to support you, that want to learn from you, that are willing to pay you for your knowledge, education, and training, right? So it is connecting with people, right? It's when you create your Facebook page and you look at, who am I connecting to? What people of influence am I having conversations with? Where am I making the biggest difference in the world, right? Who am I helping while I'm in the biggest struggle of my life, right? When things are horribly bad, when I have no money to pay my bills, when I'm trying to figure out how this all works, find one person that you can support and show them how this works. Because I promise you this, and I have this quote that goes on my page all the time, when you can help somebody through your biggest storm, when you can lift somebody up to their success, you will always, always, always have what you want in life, right? There'll never be a want. There will always be an abundance coming at you, right? So yeah, Michelle says that small changes make a huge difference, right? Chatting about people, making a difference with people, that's where the biggest impact is. Attraction marketing formula was created to give you the game plan of how to build your network marketing business online. And inside attraction marketing formula is the game plan of how to connect with people, right? Everything from creating your Facebook page to your blog post to everything that's about connecting with people to build your business, how to follow up with them, how to stay engaged with them. It's in attraction marketing formula. It exists there because we talk about connecting with people. Network marketing is all about connecting with people. You're networking, right? You're building relationships. You're building trust. Not everybody would, I think it was the best. I was at the weekend, and it's like dating somebody, right? You don't just go to a bar and say, hey, come up to, hey, you're pretty cute. Let's go get married, right? That just doesn't happen. If you guys have gone through the 10-day boot camp, It's actually a statement that Fernie makes. It's like, you want to get married right now? We just met and we're going to make this happen. No, we date, right? We get interested in people. We're curious about what they're up to. We want to see how this fits into the world. If we're a good fit, if we're a good match, right? So that's one of the big things. So connecting with people is a big part of what makes our world play. What I learned from Hurricane Irma and what I've learned from all these hurricanes that are out there is that the more we connect with people, right, the bigger difference we make. And it's in connecting with people that our businesses grow, that our trust with people grow, that people see us as human and relatable. And that is what we're looking to do. So you guys have all the tools and access. And the biggest thing I can share with you is don't doubt yourself and what you know. You guys have learned so much already. My request is to go out there and stay active and engaged with people. Find out what they're up to and discover how you can help them, right? You may not know all the answers, but you got an amazing community where you can ask your questions to continue to support you so that you can go out and make a difference in the world. So I just really want to thank you guys for so much for taking these 15 minutes with me and spending time here on this daily dose of awesome. I hope you guys got value from this and that this kind of like impacted you and made you kind of look, okay, where is it that we just need to connect, right? And this is a people business. So you guys are going to have to connect with people. It's kind of how it works. So with that, everybody, I hope you have an amazing day. Definitely, keep an eye on the news. There's a lot that's going on in the world. And just know that it's better to create a world of good and be proactive and just make a difference. It's the little things we do that go unnoticed that have the biggest impact. And you never know, especially on social media, who's watching you. So go out there, have a fabulous day, share Elite Marketing Pro, share the Attraction Marketing Formula 10-day bootcamp. It's absolutely free. If you guys are just joining us for the very first time and want to know more about what we're up to as Elite Marketing Pro, the company, the best place to start is our free 10-day bootcamp called Attraction Marketing Bootcamp. With that, everybody, have a safe and amazing week. We'll continue to check in with you guys throughout the community. And with that, have a good one. Bye, guys.